If you don't create a purpose, someone will do it for you. If you don't create a life, someone will do it for you. If you don't create a goal, someone will do it for you. You don't realize how much power you have over your own life. You just have to take back control by practicing good habits. I am a 19-year-old entrepreneur living in a third world country, and I've made over $4,000 online by the age of 18. This is because I've structured my life with habits that force me to get better every single day. You need a routine. If you think you don't, you might not realize that someone else has already created one for you. Without a clearly structured day, you won't change. And without change, you won't feel fulfilled. You will stay stuck in a routine, doing something you don't care about. So the first habit that will change your life is consuming high quality content. When I was in middle school, I was so addicted to video games. I will spend 10 hours every single day grinding on this video game and I call it a day. And to be honest, I will spend the rest of the night watching content on how to level up on this video game. And now I apply the same principle to my business because I know output depends on the input. What I do is make sure there is a high quality content I consume every single day. I start consuming self-improvement content, business podcasts, or even books. I spend 0 minute consuming entertainment content because I know I'm in a grinding mode. If you want to change how you think, you've got to change how you consume. Make sure you don't consume bullshit and filter the best information possible because every piece of content you've consumed so far has made the current version of you. If you want to change your life, you've got to change the quality you consume. You've got to change your habits and routine. Align everything with the goals you want to achieve. And this is why in fitness, if you want to lose weight, you've got to eat less junk food and more healthy food because seed oils are the reason why you are obese. It's better not to consume seed oils at all. And this is why you've got to change the type of content you're consuming because if you want to change, you've got to modify the variables. You modify the knowledge you consume, the people you listen to, and the tasks you do every day. So consume high quality content every day. I am a Christian man and I love reading Bible and philosophy. So the second habit is to learn from books, scriptures, or biographies. I believe people in the past had no access to scriptures or the knowledge from the rich and smart people. Now in the digital age, everyone has the opportunity to win, but it is the strategy that changed. You've got to have self-accountability to learn every single day because if you want to live a better life than most people, you've got to do the opposite of what most people do. If they consume content from influencers, you consume content from classic books, Stoicism, or scriptures. You don't listen to opinions, but you listen only from the truth because people you see on social media or even your favorite YouTubers, they tell you that you don't need to worry about money at all. All you need is just hard work every single day without thinking about money. At some level, human instinct wants to have a higher status than others. So the best lessons you can learn is from old scriptures or even classic books. And also, you can learn from your own lessons in the past. But at the moment, you don't have experience. This is why you learn from books or scriptures. Learn the lessons from someone who has done it in the past. Listen and do what they said. Filter the bad and good. Then you know what you've got to do. The fastest way to learn is from someone who have done it in the past. And if you don't have access to these people, you can do trial and error with your own strategy. It's better to listen to someone who has done what you want to do. Listen carefully to their words and shut your brain off and just take action. This is why you've got to learn life lessons from someone who has done it or from scriptures. So the third habit is to master deep work and stay focused. I remember back in middle school when I started making money online, I thought I should get a degree and get a normal job. But I realized that I could skip the process as long as I created value for other people. I shifted my mindset from spending time to make money to spending time to create value. Then I would get rewarded with money. I came across productivity back in 2020 and I started applying the principles. Then I realized all the things I had been doing weren't giving me the best results. I tried my first deep work session and I was making mobile application through programming. This was the first time I experienced flow state. I thought, holy shit, I spent 4 hours coding. And deep work is the only way to do the work This is how you get the best results with less time and find fulfillment in your work. The reason why most people hate their job is because it doesn't bring them fulfillment to their life, because they are always procrastinating and multitasking while working. Deep work is the opposite. You don't get distracted, you focus on one thing. This brings you fulfillment because you are in a state of flow where you experience the sweet spot between doing something hard and doing something you love, which is 4 hours of focused work every single day. I can call it productive, while most people spend 8 hours at a job they hate. Instead, I do what is necessary, but I put 10 times effort into that hour. And deep work has changed how I see working, and this is why you should start deep work now. So the fourth habit is to build physical and mental strength. Back in 2022, I paid my first gym membership. I still remember the first time I went to the gym. I felt like I was the skinniest person there, and I had no idea what I was doing. Fast forward 3 years, I've built an aesthetic physique, and I respect my grind. I remember there were times when I saw the opportunity to talk to attractive women at the gym, but I couldn't because I had no confidence in myself. The reason why it is important to build your physical and mental strength is that because in life you will experience more failures than wins. You've got to accept the reality that no one will give you anything unless you work hard for it. That is why you've got to build your mental resilience so that you are prepared to do hard things in life. Start lifting heavy weights and push yourself every day, even if you feel tired and don't see results, because you won't see results by yourself. Someone else will tell you that you've been working hard so far and you've made a huge progress in your life. This is why you should be higher level of stress. You've got to experience failures in life more to achieve success. Become someone who has the character to do hard work. Train yourself at the gym and push yourself harder every day. This is when you become addicted to discomfort, and discomfort is how you make progress. So, it is crucial to build physical and mental strength. The fifth habit is to grow through online education. Most people stop learning after they graduate college or university. They just mindlessly follow their boss without questioning. They don't learn outside the education system because they don't have self-accountability. And this is the perfect formula to live an average life. And I've been self-educating for 5 years now, and I can say to you that none of the best information and knowledge you will learn comes from formal education. It's always been from your life lessons or even other people's lessons, because humans are meant to progress. You don't want to be stuck in the same life every day for years and not making progress. You want to live better life, and it is crucial to self-educate. Reading 30 minutes about microeconomics will help you start making 10 times more money in 5 to 10 years from now than attending business class at university. You can learn basically everything thanks to the internet. The problem is filtering the best information and knowledge so that you know what you gotta do to make progress. But the bigger problem is to have discipline to learn every single day. Even if you have the best tactic to start a business and make thousands of dollars tomorrow, if you don't have the discipline to just start, learn, and take action, you won't make it because you are too lazy, waiting for someone who tell you what you need to do. And this is the time to take your life seriously. Learn from business podcasts, buy a video editing course, or pay for a mentor. If you want to make progress, you've got to learn the specific knowledge. And this is why self-education by learning online is so important if you want to change your life. So I want you to open up ChatGPT and use this prompt. Be my future self who is living an ideal life and has the best experience and knowledge, and ask this question: based on everything you know about my life, habits, routine, and mindset, what are the things you notice that I don't even know that I'm good at? And how can I develop those skills so that I can truly change my life in terms of health, wealth, and relationships in the next 6 months? So now you have the answers. You can read all of this information, and now you know how to develop your skills that you don't even know about. And this is crucial for you if you don't know where to start and what to do now. Just ask ChatGPT, use my prompt in this video. You know what you've got to do now. And maybe you're not just aware of the things you need to improve. You've got to improve them as fast as possible and start making progress. This is how you can reflect and see what is possible and start taking risks, and do it every day until you become that person. It can take months or even years. It all depends on the effort you put in every single day. This is the only exact and practical way to make progress, so you no longer procrastinate and wait for someone to tell you what you need to do. Just spend 30 minutes to an hour and do it. So I want you to be aware that there will be days when you don't want to do the work that is necessary. You will feel burned out and you might think, is this even worth it? And this is when you're tested. If you truly want it, you keep going and you don't quit, because not everyone can experience setbacks and get up every time. You just need to remind yourself that you've got to do it. And remember, if you quit, everything you've done so far is useless. I don't know, maybe it's 3 months or even 6 months from now, you can see results, but it is guaranteed that you will experience failures first before you see small wins. You've got to have the self-awareness to learn. Every time you make mistakes, learn from it. Think about how you should have done better, then you can start seeing results. Just prepare yourself. This will happen in the future. Have the mindset that this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. You're running a marathon where you can't see if you're heading toward the finish line or not. But you can have faith in yourself even if you're tired and want to stop. You keep running because you know the finish line exists. People are talking about success. They don't share the failures. They think success is like a fairy tale where you can eat whatever you want, where you can live whenever you want, and do whatever you want to do. But that is not the end goal if you know what matters: the journey. Once you achieve your goal, you will realize every bit of hard work and every hour you put in was worth it, and you will be proud of yourself. You won't always think about the good things because you know what it really takes to win. You embrace discomfort every day, even if it sucks. You want to quit hundreds of times, but you keep going. You even fall thousands of times, but you get up and do it again. If you don't feel even a small discomfort, it means you are still in your comfort zone. And the only way to make progress is to get out of that comfort zone. This means starting to feel the fear of failure. You start thinking, am I doing enough? Am I actually making progress? If you're anxious and constantly thinking about it 24/7, that means you are not in a comfort zone. You are in the journey of making progress. But remember, discomfort can quickly become your new comfort zone. That is why you always have to seek the next hard thing. You've got to do more hard things. Maybe it's easy for you to do deeper for 4 hours every single day. But the real question is, can you sustain it for the next 6 years? And that is the real question you need to ask. In a state of comfort, your mind always prioritizes the things that are easy. It's natural for humans to do easy things like eating food, taking a rest, or socializing with others. It's hard to feel like you have to hunt for food, knowing that if you don't, you will die. It's hard to feel like you have to kill that animal for your food. This is why you need to do hard tasks first. You gotta wake up early and start doing the hardest task of the day. And for me, it's recording and writing this content. And for you, it could be making sales calls or even coaching calls. If lifting weights is the thing that requires the most mental bandwidth, then do it first thing in the morning. This is how you train yourself to tackle hard tasks first. You don't just go through a routine and call it a day. You do hard work and sustain that routine for as long as possible. And I know, at first, it is not comfortable, but once you do it more often, you will understand why you should do it. You will start seeing results, maybe months or even years from doing it daily. So you don't need to watch another content, just practice those habits and see if your life changes in 66 days. And I've done it. I've changed my life forever. And students in my coaching program have done it too. And I believe this will change your life. Since I've practiced these 5 habits and kept these 3 principles in mind, I've noticed huge improvements in my day-to-day life. I used to procrastinate, wondering how I could start making content and live by solving problems through teaching people on the internet. Now I've helped 2 people in my coaching program transform their life forever through my frameworks. So if you want to speed up the results, I've created one-on-one program that will help you to transform your life forever through my frameworks that will improve your focus and productivity. This is how Sakef and Paulo, my students in this program, have transformed their life forever, and now they no longer have a problem with focus and productivity. They are now making money online as a byproduct of following the principles I taught in this program. So click the first link in the description below and grab my $1 ebook link in the description below. If you want to get learning lesson every single week where I share you the latest journals or papers about productivity and focus, you can join my newsletter, link in the description below. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.